This is the chest tube implementation support video. Welcome! Today we're focused on developing a foundation in chest tube management, a critical skill in emergency, medical surgical, and respiratory care careers. Some of our goals are that all participants will be able to explain the purpose of chest tubes, identify the parts of the system, describe how the tube and the drainage systems work, and demonstrate safe troubleshooting. Print quizzes, empathy and activity sheets, set out consumable supplies like sterile water, gauze, tape, and emergency equipment for realism and safety. Reviewing anatomy content, and completing the printout anatomy quizzes and empathy activity ahead of the in-class lesson and activity time. This helps to prime your inquisitive students for focused classroom discussion and hands-on learning. Use Realityworks slides to walk through chest tube anatomy, system setup, differences between wet and dry suction, and how to troubleshoot common problems. Then connect concepts to the real device in the classroom, and prepare your learners to demonstrate understanding and application of knowledge in a simulation-based exercise. Before each simulation, set expectations for safety, teamwork, and respect. A pre-briefing is one of the published standards in the Healthcare Simulation Standards of Best Practice, encouraging the review of a number of elements of the simulation-based experience with your learners, such as an environment of integrity, trust, and respect, space, equipment, and simulator orientation, purpose, objectives, and time limitations, limitations of simulation versus real clinical care, and evaluation methods. Hi, I'm Hannah Schroeder. I am a nurse and a certified nursing educator and certified healthcare simulation educator, and I'm really excited to present to you the Realityworks chest tube management system. So part of this system comes in a large carrying case, so it's easily able to be brought anywhere that you need to go. But you get this torso, and I really like that the torso has the clear chest cavity, so you can see the lung anatomy, you can see the chest walls as they inflate and deflate, and then you can see the heart, intestines, liver, stomach, and how all of that lays up on top of the rest of the anatomy. When you're going to be using this chest tube system, it comes included with batteries and a suction pump internally. So that's great that you don't need your own suction system separately. And we've already got the batteries installed here. So what we're going to do to put this together is take the vacuum tube, and it's going to attach right here in the center. So I'm just going to snugly fit this on. And the other end of this tube is going to go to your chest tube collection system. This kit also comes with 2 wet systems and 1 dry system. So they'll come prepackaged in the sterile packaging from the manufacturer. And if it's part of your lesson with your learners, you can go through the process of opening a sterile package and setting this up. Or if it's something that you're going to continue to repeat and reuse, you may already have some preset up, which is what we have here. So I'm going to hook my vacuum tube up to the suction head or port on the collection system and make sure that that's snugly fit. And if we are going to be using this chest tube simulator, on the left-hand side of the torso is the hemothorax chest, and you can see that the chest tube is inserted lower in the chest cavity to allow for the gravity drainage of the drainage that is in there. And then on the right side of the torso is the pneumothorax simulation. So this one has a higher insertion point, and we can choose to pick either one of these that we're going to use for the simulation. Let's say for this instance, we're going to use the pneumothorax side. So I'm going to take my chest tube, drainage tubing, and I'm going to use a little force here and connect it up to the drainage collection tubing going to our canister that's already preset. I also already have the suction control set to about -20, which is fairly typical, but you'll do that based off of the orders from the provider or what you're simulating. Our water seal chamber is also already filled up. As I mentioned, these are previously set up. So for the pneumothorax, there is a control of the pneumothorax and how much air is leaking or not leaking here on the right hand side of the torso on the bottom. And we can control that by just turning it on. And we can turn on our suction. You can hear that start to run. And then on these ports over here, we want to make sure that we're hooking up our bulb. And this is going to be used to simulate titling. So I'm going to set this back upright. Make sure my tubes aren't getting squished. And then as I squeeze this, you'll be able to see a little bit of variation and change on that lung, the wall. It deflates a little bit as we're demonstrating the titling or the inhalation and exhalation. And the other thing that we can sometimes see as we're watching this titling and simulating that is a variation here in our water seal chamber of the titling going back and forth. So we can just mimic or simulate the inspiration and expiration or exhalation that our patient is doing. So that's really great for us to be able to demonstrate how we watch for titling, what's happening in the chest cavity, for our learners to better understand how the chest tube is helping to empty the chest wall, the chest cavity, the lung cavity, of the excess pressure. We want to return it back to its negative pressure state. Now, if we were using the hemothorax side, then we can set this up. I'm going to turn the suction back off. We would have our tube to our drainage system hooked up to the hemothorax side. And the other thing that we can do is use the fluid inlet port to get an IV bag that's filled with our simulated blood solution. And we can attach that to the fluid inlet port and turn on the hemothorax control. So that way it allows the fluid from that IV bag to drain into the fluid inlet and fill your hemothorax cavity with as much drainage as you're needing for your simulation. And then that, once you hook up your chest tube to the drainage collection system, that's where all of your drainage will end up, is being able to be monitored within the collection chamber itself. So you can demonstrate how important it is to watch those mounts or watch the characteristics of the fluid that's going into your drainage collection system. For cleanup, it's really easy. We can continue to run the suction and drain out as much as possible into the drainage collection systems. But the other thing that's really great is that on the back side of our simulator, we have a little plug that can easily be removed to allow for a solution of bleach and water to go in and allow for this to air dry as you're done. And wiping this down with your bleach and water solutions or instilling any of that inside helps to keep this from getting any gummy stuff, mold growing, or things like that. So it will last you for many, many, many repeats of use. Using this simulator and curriculum, you'll give students hands-on practice, teamwork, and confidence to excel in healthcare. We are excited for you to join a growing community of health science educators raising the bar for safety and skill across career pathways.